Yo, what's up, yo? It's Hip Hop Raised Me back on the scene. Right now, this is a follow up of my previous video where I drew the face and prepped it for animation. And now in this video, I'm gonna animate the face and have him say something. So when you have a character saying something, the facial expressions mean a lot. And a lot of expression is done in the eyebrows. You see, right now I'm animating the eyebrows. I'm making multiple different eyebrows for different type of emotions. This emotion right now is an angry eyebrow, and as you can see, I'm duplicating the eyebrows within the layers on the right side of the panel. And as the man is talking, you can switch from eyebrow position to other eyebrow position, and which is what is called a switch layer. It's kind of like a frame by frame sequence. So anytime you want to switch his emotion, see it's going from normal to angry right there. And then I duplicate it again, and now I'm making a sad eyebrow position because, like I said, a lot of the emotions in the face is within the eyebrows. That's important right there. And then also, I got the forehead lines and all that I also added within the eyebrow layer. So that's sad, angry, angry, sad, normal. And let's try another one. With one down, which is more like a suspicious look. You have one eyebrow down and one eyebrow up, and we modify the lines that's the on the forehead. And this is all part of animating the face. That's what we're going to be doing in this here tutorial is animating the face. And also we're going to go animate the mouth. Well, actually right now what we doing is animating the eyebrows still and making a surprise look. So the eyebrows all the way up, and now you see that he got a surprise look on his face. Angry, sad, suspicious, and surprised. Those are four emotions right there. And you're gonna mix those emotions with the eyelids. So you're gonna see more emotions within the eyelids also. So we put the eyelids in a group called a switch layer. So the switch layer is basically it shows one item in the group at a time. So you could switch from layer to layer, and it gives you that animated effect. So you switch from eyebrow to eyebrow, eyelid to eyelid. And right now, we doing a closed eyelid. So like if you want to blink, you could switch from open to close, and then you could cause the blink effect. Yeah, so that's what we doing right here. We use the add points tool, the curvature tool, and the translate points tools. And all those tools are right there in the upper left part of the screen. Those are the tools we use to draw with. And I'm just strictly using the trackpad. I'm not using no stylus or anything like that. Now, just for the open eyes, you see how he's surprised with the open eyes and the eyebrows up. The open eyes are easy. You just delete the whole layer, leave it blank, and it's open. Close, open, close, open. You know, yeah. So it's pretty simple, and we doing all this to animate the face. It's just there's other things you could do to animate the face, but this is just a couple of simple things. And yeah, that's what we do. We have a blink now. You see that one down eyebrow that's suspicious with the eyebrow up and one eye. That's how we do the blink. So it's see the thing about animation, it's not complicated. It's very a bunch of little simple things that you put together to make something complicated. But that's how you tackle animation. You do a bunch of simple little things and put them together. That's so how you don't overwhelm yourself. It could be tedious and time consuming, but you can make the process very simple if you look at it like doing a bunch of little simple things and putting all those simple things to make a complicated thing. That's what animation is about. And that's how you could tackle it in a pragmatic type way. You'd be surprised the type of project you could put out with that mentality. Now, what we doing is importing a mouth with different layers to add to a switch. This mouth right here is basically we just using it as a reference for mouth positions. As you can see, those are different mouth positions on the right side of the panel. Those are different layers of mouth positions. And each of those mouth positions is called a phoneme. A phoneme is a mouth position that's associated with a sound. So when your guy is talking, or anybody, or you have a female talking, or a dog that's talking, or a rock that's talking, whoever's talking, you create different mouth shapes, and then you put them in a switch layer. Or like I said, a switch layer is similar to a group layer, but the switch layer just shows one layer at a time, so you can switch from layer to layer. So right now, I'm just using that mouth that I imported just to use as a reference for the mouth positions. But right now, as you can see, I'm going to draw a few mouths, maybe five or six different mouth positions, so we can have this character talk. This character's head talk, actually. It's not the whole character, it's not the whole body, it's just the head. And right now, we doing the rest position where the mouth is at rest, right? So his mouth is closed, and cause see, right, the original head has the snarl position where his mouth is snarl, but we're gonna put that mouth in within the switch layer. Cause you could put groups within groups, switch layers within switch layers within switch layers, and and that's how you do it. Right? See, I just duplicated the mouth right now, and then I'm making another position for this, and I'm making another position for the mouth, and it's gonna be a bunch of different positions. Hold on. Yeah. So basically, I'm doing like a MB position. So when the mouth makes a different position when it's saying anything with the letter M or the letter B, those are similar positions. There's about 10 different phoneme positions when somebody is talking, but you don't have to use 10. You could use 5 or 6, and that'll get the job done, or you could use 10. And the beautiful thing about this program is you can have it automatically lip sync, or you could you could do it where you manually position the mouth to every sound by going across the timeline and changing the mouth positions at different sounds within when you import a sound into the program. And the sound could be like, whatever you recorded for him or her to say. Right now, you can see I got his lips like with little lines signifying that his lip is underneath the teeth for to make that M or B sound. And like I said, animation is basically a bunch of little things, a bunch of simple little things that add up to a big thing. Because animation is all about illusion. You got to make the illusion of things to look real. And that's why not only if you want to be make a successful complete project, you don't only use the animation software, you also got to use like a music software or audio recording software, which I use, which is Audacity. It's a free program. The music program I use is FL Studio, and you also have to use a video editing program, because within the video editing program, that's where you add all your scenes and put them together within the video editing program. So right now you see I got the M and B sound, I got the rest sound. Actually, that sound, this is the M and B sound right here I'm doing right now. The sound previous to that is the F sound. And that's M or B sound right there I'm doing. And like you can see, like in vector art, you just gotta like draw shapes and lines, and then you can shape and mold them. Vector art is very forgiving. And then you make a mistake, you can undo it. You know, and it's a beautiful thing. So we keep going on and on to the next sound, which is gonna be let's see. We got the the B. It could be like a O sound we're gonna do. For the O, we're gonna create a whole new. Well, actually, let's make the L sound now, cause we duplicated the F sound, and now we're gonna make it into a O sound. I mean, a L sound. We're gonna remove the lines under the lip. That's making the F sound, and then we're gonna turn it into the L sound by opening the mouth and adding the tongue. Cause when you're making the L sound, you add the tongue under the teeth. Yeah, so basically, like I said, in animation, there's a couple of amounts of software you're gonna be using. There's a lot of free software out there. You could do the whole journey with just your computer. You don't really need to pay for anything. But I paid for a few programs. I paid for the music program I use, which is FL Studio. I paid for this program, which is Moho Pro. And but the video audio recording program where I record the my audio, I use Audacity, and the video editing program I use is called CapCut, which is also a free program. And another program I use for editing audio video editing is DaVinci Resolve, which is also a free program. And both of those programs do have a paid version, but you can also get a lot done within the free version of the programs. So, for animation, really all your editing is mostly done within the animation program, because within the animation program, you just creating scenes, and then you put them together in the video editing program. Right now, I'm creating the O sound. So right there's the O sound. You got to create a whole new layer for the O, because it's kind of different from the rest of the mouth positions. And like I said, you just keep drawing lines and shapes, and You curve the sharp corners with the curvature tool, and that's how you draw vector art. And believe you me, you could get real detail with your vector art to the point where it looks like it's drawn with brushes. And not only that, I'm not even using a brush right now, but there's brushes you could use to get the pencil effect or crayon effect or airbrush effect. So, and I'll show you that in another tutorial about the different brushes you could use to get those effects instead of just having it look like just a straight sharp line with your art. And then you could give it that more natural look, you know. And another thing I want to say is that when you a solo animator, you got to do a lot of shortcuts because animation is very time consuming. So you got to take a lot of shortcuts. You're not gonna. I mean, if you want to put Disney quality animation out there, it's gonna take you forever, and you're gonna push out one project every year, and it's gonna be a short project because when you look at animation that's on television or in the movies, they have hundreds of animators working on those projects. I mean, and those are just the animators. They got a whole new team working on the sound design, another team working on the score, another team doing the voice acting, then another team doing the video editing. I mean, it's huge. And as a solo animator, you're not gonna get that type of production out in a certain amount of time. So as a solo animator, you have to take shortcuts. You see what I'm saying? That's why programs like this is important. Right now, I'm stacking all the mouth positions. The last mouth I did was an AE sound, so I got like about 6 positions. I'm putting all those mouth positions within the switch layer, and I'm gonna use the program to do the automatic lip syncing. So I'm gonna import an audio file, and that audio file, I'm gonna sync it with the different mouth positions, and it's gonna automatically have the character talking. And what I'm gonna do also is take that snarled mouth and put it inside the switch layer as a separate file. So like I'm one that's gonna be the talking mouth, and the other one is gonna be the snarl mouth, but they're gonna be separate within the switch layer. So I could switch from the snarl mouth to the talking mouth, but the talking mouth is going to be within its own switch layer, and both the snarl mouth and the switch layer regular mouth talking mouth is going to be within a switch layer. Like I said, you could put switch layers into switch layers. A switch layer is just basically a group that shows one layer at a time. So, and there's a few other programs that have automatic lip syncing, but this what program does it the easiest, I believe, as far as like I told you before, this program is very user friendly, very intuitive. The other programs, their learning curve is a lot harder. But what I'm doing right now, since this guy's a little rugged, he's a rugged type of guy. I'm gonna add a beard, not a full fledged beard, but like some beard stubble, like some stubble hairs on him, just to make him have a little bit more character. And when you don't do a complete shape, I'm using the add points tool. And when you're not making a complete shape after you do the add points tool, like if you're just making lines and dots and stuff like that, you have to use the create shape tool to make those lines and dots solidified and rendered. So right now, if I render it, you're not gonna see the beard until I use that create shape tool. And now look at him rendered. That's the mouth that I used as a reference on the right. And now he's rendered with his beard. Right. I'm gonna delete that mouth right there because we don't need it anymore. We just use it as the reference for the different mouth positions. And we're gonna import an audio file. And there goes the audio file I added to the project. See, the audio file is on the timeline within that panel on the bottom of the screen. And now I did automatic lip syncing. Hey Spanky, bring me a 40 of OE and a bag of sweet chili Doritos. Hey Spanky, bring me a 40 of OE and a bag of sweet chili Doritos. So now he's talking, so that's pretty cool. But you know, when you talk, you usually talk with your emotions, so I'm gonna add a couple of facial emotions and move the eyeballs a little bit so he could 40 OE. So he could be more dynamic. And hey Spanky, bring me a 40 OE and a bag of sweet chili Doritos. Hey Spanky, bring me a 40 OE and a bag of sweet chili Doritos. You know? Yeah, and that's basically what we do. And I'll see y'all in the next tutorial. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Peace.